This right here is my 16-foot Carolina Skiff, and we are going to be solo launching it today. It's super easy. Trust me, there's nothing to it. If you've never launched a boat solo before, it's all pretty much the same thing. Whether it's a big boat or a small boat, you all start at the same place. And the first place you should be is over here off to the side, getting the boat ready. You don't want to like pull right up to your lane and park right there to get ready. You don't want to waste too much of other people's time. Whatever. Take the strap off, put it in the back. Then we got to put the plugs in. Never forget the plugs. Although forgetting a plug is really a one-time mistake, because if you ever do it once, I doubt you'll ever do it again. But figure out a way to remind yourself every time. This boat has 3 plugs. One main bilge pump or bilge area plug right here. And where's the other plug? Oh, way over here. All right. This is just going to be like a real-time solo launch. Not too much editing, not too much theatrics, you could say. Basically, I mean, she's ready to go. Straps off. Plugs are in. We're ready to go. Come on. This isn't going to be a how-to video. I know the title says how-to, but I don't do how-to videos on this channel. I'm way too squirrely for that. But the one tip that I actually will give you, everything else is just how I do it. I do this almost every day, so I have my little routine. You're going to do your own thing and have your own little routine when you start going on a day-to-day basis. And there's obviously some pros out there that know what they're doing, but for all the other people that don't really know what they're doing, a little scared, a little nervous to get out there, this is just what I do. And there's no reason to be nervous. But the one tip that I actually will give is to drop your tailgate. You can see so much better. I'll show you from inside. So with the tailgate down, you can see everything. And if you notice, if the tailgate was up, you could barely see the boat at all. You'd maybe see the front casting platform, maybe the guideposts, but you definitely couldn't see the boat going into the water. So that's the one tip that I'm actually going to give you. I'm gonna stop right here because I want to say one more thing. The first thing that I do is take the chain off, but I just keep this tight because I kind of get the trailer pretty submerged. I don't want it going anywhere. One time I was going down the ramp without that hooked on still. I know some people do it. Some people, like, if you're used to your boat and you can do it that way, that's fine. But one time I had a new boat and I didn't have that connected. I was going down the ramp and the old girl slid off the trailer. It was rough, but fixed it. Now I keep this on at all times, no matter what. But I'm just gonna back in. I'm gonna hug this wall right here, and then right at the last second, I'm gonna turn just a little bit. That way, whenever I float the boat off the trailer, it'll just be going in that direction. And then I'm gonna grab onto this concrete thing and I'm going to pull myself to the dock. I forgot to say, this is going to completely be a zero power launch. I'm not going to turn the motor on and reverse out of here. I'm just going to drop it and move myself over there to the dock. Now that she's pretty much in the water, I can come over here and unhook. And then the only difference in this boat, and honestly most Carolina skiffs, is that this front lip right here is a huge failure point, especially if you drop your boat deep like this, like floating, because it catches right there. So to counteract that, I stop right here and then I physically lift it up over. I don't force it at all. I lift it up and push it back. I usually launch on this dock over here. That's why my lines are on that side, but I'm gonna get in there, move those lines to this side, and then I'm going to push the boat off the trailer and then start shimmying my way along this concrete all the way out to that dock out there. Now you are officially launched and you're ready to go. Obviously, you could put it in reverse and power off the trailer and cruise back here. But like I said, this is just a zero power type launch, just so that you realize anybody can do this. You don't have to have reverse to launch your boat. You can just push it off and walk it back over here. As far as putting your boat back on the trailer, I sink my trailer just to have it float all the way off. To put the boat back on the trailer, I actually take the trailer out of the water a couple feet, really expose those bunks probably halfway. This particular trailer is overkill for this 16 foot. It's super wide and a little bit too long. And the bunks are definitely too long, so they stick out a little bit. So that doesn't really apply. That's just kind of a niche thing to this setup. But yeah, ready to go right now. I have a few more projects to do on the boat back at the house, so this is just a launch video. But essentially, it's literally the same exact thing, putting it back on the trailer. So I'm gonna cruise over here, and I'm gonna take the boat out of the water a couple feet, and then put it back on. With this particular boat, I find that halfway out is pretty good. So whenever you hit that first contact, you get a nice grip, and then I honestly just hop out front and just pull it up a little bit more, and then I grab it with the winch and just get it back on there. To be honest, I don't know why I do it this way. I've been doing it this way for years now, honestly since my first boat. And this is how I taught myself to do it, because the first boat I had always had motor issues, and I never wanted to try and start it over there. I wanted to just pull it back over here and kind of tinker with the motor before I got out there. So I don't know, I just got used to it. But obviously with bigger boats, like our 24 foot bay boat, I hop on the boat when it's halfway in the water and I turn it on, reverse out of here. And if you're with somebody else, it's so much easier because they can just back you in and you can reverse out of here and hang out in this area. And then whenever they walk up to the dock, you can just cruise up, put the nose to the dock, they hop on, push you off, and you're good to go. Solo is just a little bit different, but it's not much harder. A little more involved. I like to get hands deep, or knee deep, hands on, and actually get in the water and push the skiff off. But yeah, there's not much to it. Don't be nervous, don't be scared. This stuff is super easy stuff. But now I'm going to hop back on the boat, literally do the same exact thing, walk my way over here and just kind of stick the old girl on the trailer. But like I said, you don't have to do it that way. You can turn the motor on and just drive right up. From this point, put that safety chain back on there, lift up the tailgate, and pull her out of the water. See, this is just an example. You can't see it all, especially when you're going up and down the ramp. Look, can't see the boat at all. Also, I completely understand that the way that I do this is super niche to me. But it's just a product of doing it time and time and time again and finding what is the easiest for me. I mean, especially for like these tiller motors and everything. See, I give it tension right here, and I put the other side of the ratchet on top of it to hold it tight. That way I can grab it and there's still tension over here. Just time and time again, doing it over and over and over again, almost every single day. This is just what works best for me. With the tiller handles, I usually don't do the old reverse to the dock. I don't know. I honestly couldn't even tell you why. I do everything manually. I probably make it harder than I need to, but it is what it is. I need my other hand for this ratchet. Another tip, you gotta say that's not going nowhere, otherwise it's bad luck. But yeah, just a product of all the boats that I've ever had. I've had a lot of engine problems and trailer problems and just boat problems buying all these projects for years and years and years now. I'm kind of just feel like every boat is gonna have motor problems at the ramp, so I might as well just manually put it over there. That way I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, I rarely ever put the boat in on that side, so I usually keep my straps on that side over there. But dude, I know this is super niche to the way that I do it, but just a little, you know, giving you a little window into how I do things, because I never really show these parts, honestly. I kind of just do it. But whatever, just a little window into how I solo launch my skiff. You might do it differently. You might have opinions on how I do it. It is what it is. I've been doing it this way for years. I'm probably going to continue to do it. But a huge message that I just want to give everybody is, like, for some reason, if you're new to boating, boat ramps are scary. Dude, they're scary. And they shouldn't be, you know? Everybody started somewhere. It doesn't matter if you have a skiff or if you have a huge boat, dude, mistakes can happen, and they do happen. It's kind of cringy now. There's so many YouTube channels like putting people on blast at boat ramps for making mistakes and whatever, which I get it. It's good content for sure, but it just makes it more of an anxious process. And trust me, if you do a deep dive, you can find me on a like Jupiter Inlet boat ramps channel or something, crashing a 24-foot yellowfin into a dock on a busy day. I think it was like Labor Day, I think, something like that. But yeah, I've landed on the channels. But you know, I drop a boat in the water pretty much every day of my life, at least every other day, at the latest every 3 days, for years now. And this is just the way I do it. I still make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to like get better either. You know, if you have to go to an empty parking lot and just drill back in a trailer for a long distance over and over again, do what you got to do, man. It's only going to make you a better captain. So yeah, that's it. It's super simple. Drop that tailgate, take the straps off, put the plugs in, drop that boat in the water, push it off or motor it off, go have a good time, come back, drive up your trailer, or just push it on, whatever works easier for you. Get that boat up on the trailer, winch it up the rest of the way, cruise out to the parking lot, put your strap back on, take your plugs out. I don't need to take my plugs out because we didn't go anywhere, so I definitely know I didn't take on any water, but I really do like to have the plugs out anyways, just in case it rains. I don't want this thing to fill up like a bathtub. It already looks like one, so no sense in topping it off. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys for watching. any questions, I guess, feel free to throw them in the comments. I love chatting about boat stuff all the time. So yeah, easy enough. Bingo. I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Peace. I literally forgot to take a thumbnail picture, so I just put the boat in the water and did that whole process over again just to take a picture for the thumbnail. But that's just how easy it is. Don't overthink it. This stuff is super easy. You're just putting your boat on the water. Stay safe out there. Love you guys. Peace.